Whoa, shit! What the hell are you guys doing here? Is it 9 o'clock already? I'm gonna need a minute. All right, here we go. Now I'm ready. All right, so today's workout. We've got 2 parts for you. Both parts are gonna be 10 rounds each. The first part, 10 minutes alternating on the minute. So we're starting each movement at the top of every minute. The first movement, backpack push-ups. You're gonna do 30 seconds, max effort backpack push-ups. So just a regular push-up, but we're gonna spice it up a little bit with a backpack on your backs. You have the remainder of the 30 seconds to rest. The second movement, glute bridge pullovers. So you're gonna be performing glute bridge pullovers for 30 seconds. These are more of slow and controlled movement as opposed to the max effort here. Let's go 30 seconds for quality. And then you have the remainder of the 30 seconds to rest. In that third minute, we're moving back up to the push-ups. So you alternate for the remainder of the 10 minutes, giving you 5 rounds of the push-ups, 5 rounds of the glute bridge pullovers. We'll take a short rest or rest as needed. And then we go into 10 rounds every minute and 15 seconds. Every round, you're starting with a 30-second wall sit. Then on the odd rounds, so rounds 1, 3, 5, 7, on the odd rounds, immediately after that wall sit, you're going right into, up until the minute, forearm to tall planks. So round 1, 30-second wall sit, buzzer goes off, immediately into forearm to tall planks. You're gonna perform those up until a minute. So essentially 30 seconds of those, and you should have a 15-second rest / transition before you move back to the wall sit for round 2. Now 2 is an even number. So on the even rounds, we're gonna be performing backpack up and overs. At the gym, we perform kettlebell up and overs. So all this, you're just gonna replace the kettlebell with the backpack and perform your up and overs just like you would in the gym. So round 2, 30-second wall sit, immediately into backpack up and overs for the next 30 seconds. At a minute, you'll rest or transition for 15 seconds before moving back to the wall sit. Round 3, odd number, 4, even number, and so forth. So you're gonna get 300 seconds of wall sits, 5 minutes, and a bunch of forearm to tall plank and up and overs. Now I'm about to go over the workout, or the movements, and then after I go over the movements, I'm actually gonna do the workout so you guys can join me. I'll have the timer up on the screen. So if you just play this video, you won't even have to worry about setting your clock. The timer will be going for you. It'll be the same timer that I use, so you can virtually do the workout with me. All right, here we go. Let's go over the movements. All right, guys, so for the backpack push-ups, I'm gonna use my backpacking sack. I'm not really sure what's in here, but I normally just throw my backpacking stuff. So I got probably 2 sleeping bags, a tent, a hammock, something hard up here, maybe some flip-flops. Nothing super heavy. Trying to keep it simple. Push-ups aren't my greatest, but I like the way this fits on my back. So for the push-ups, we're gonna put the backpack on our back and treat them like regular push-ups. All right, so we wanna keep our hips up still, lead with our chest, elbows tight. On the way up, right? My hips never touch the ground. On the way up, I like to lead with my hips. So if you lead with your chest on the way up, you could wind up dropping your hips. So think lead with your hips back up. Chest on the way down, hips on the way up. Feel free to scale these to your knees, but same thing, my hips stay up. I lead with my chest on the way down, lead with my hips on the way up. And you also don't need to use the backpack. You can do either of those options with your body weight. That next movement, the backpack glute bridge pullovers. So I'm just gonna grab my backpack. I'm gonna go up into the glute bridge position. I'm gonna stay in a solid glute bridge position as I do my pullovers. So ideally my arms are straight, my core is engaged. My glute bridge, I put myself in a position to where I engage my glutes, my hips, my hamstrings, my core is engaged, and I'm driving up, but not to the point of hyperextension and arching my back. So just try to stay in that solid glute bridge position throughout that whole pullover. Next thing, wall sits. So just find a wall in your house. When we do the wall sits, think about like your squat stance as if you're about to squat. And that's where you want your feet to be positioned. That's the angle you want your toes to be facing out. And you want to get down to where your hip crease is right below your knees, just like we would for a squat. Now think externally rotate my feet, engage my glutes and my hips, and then keep your belly big and try not to let your lower back or your tailbone come off the wall. So keep everything flush against the wall. Then we go into the forearm to tall plank. Now just like our push-up position, we want to try to keep our hips slightly elevated, almost like a hollow body position. And we're just coming up, tall plank, forearm plank, tall plank, forearm plank. Try to alternate which hand you press up with, which hand you go down with. The last thing, the backpack up and overs. We want to position it so that the backpack is right at our feet, and we want to keep our torso as upright as possible. We want to try not to lean back. Don't try to do the no hands thing, because then you wind up leaning back. Let's actually put our hands out in front of us, because what's going to happen is your body, if you're keeping your torso upright, your body's going to want to fall forward. So we keep our hands out in front of us to prevent that. That way the only thing moving is our lowers. All right, we're going to keep our legs straight. Just go up and over the backpack while keeping our torso as upright as possible. Boom. All right, I'm about to start the workout. I'm going to have the clock on this screen, so you don't have to worry about setting a timer. You don't have to worry about setting a clock. If you want to do it right now, hit pause, get your shit ready, and come back. If you want to do it later, just come back to this video, and everything will be right here with you. So you can, a timer will be here, and you can do the workout virtually right next to me. Here we go. 7 seconds. All right, 15 and 7. The goal will be to hold on to that, but I might have went too hot on the 15. 14, one short. That's okay. Live and you learn. This is gonna burn. Remember, in those glute bridges, focus on a solid glute bridge position. Whatever you use to put over your head should not be what you struggle with. Eh, 13 and a half. Halfway through. Again, solid glute bridge position. You want to drive your hips up, but not to the point of hyperextension. Keep your glutes, hamstrings engaged, and don't arch your back. So make your belly big as if you were wearing a weight belt. So engage your core. Oh, this one's gonna be terrible. So far I got 15, 14, and 13 and a half. I'll be happy with 12. Oh. All right, 13, success. 3 minutes left. Whew. Last round, here we go. Whew. Got 13 last round. I think 12 is gonna be the goal again. I'm gonna do my best to keep these push-ups solid, not allow my hips to drop, and keep my whole body rigid and engaged. I'm gonna count that one. 12 reps. So what's that? 15, 14, 14, 43, 13 and 12, 75 minus 7, 68. Did 68 push-ups. And we're done. Short rest before we move on to the next part. All right, guys, if you need a break, just hit pause. I'm gonna get going in probably less than a minute. We have now the 30-second wall sit right into the alternating forearm to tall plank, and then on the even minutes or even rounds, we got the backpack up and overs. Remember, on the backpack up and overs, let's keep our torso as upright as possible. Try to keep those legs straight. On the wall sits, let's try to externally rotate our feet. That way we engage as much of our legs as we can. Keep your core engaged, make your belly big, and let's not arch our back. So try to keep your lower back up against the wall, just like you would for like a hollow body position on the ground. So think lower body against the wall. Yeah, that's about it. Now, I tried this about 5 seconds ago, and I couldn't see the clock from my wall. So rather than going 10 rounds every minute 15, I set the clock, if you're working with me, I set the clock for 30 seconds with a 45-second rest. So your 30 seconds will be the wall sit, and then in that 45 seconds, you have to accumulate 30 seconds of that other movement. And if you don't get it, I'll talk you through it. But we got wall sits in 11 seconds. So I couldn't see the rest clock either, so kind of screwed myself here, but I'm just gonna continue on. Holy shit. Ten rounds, this is gonna be terrible. My legs are already on fire. So, you're not alone if you're feeling the same way. I really wish I could see that clock. I could use the 15-second rest. I'm gonna guess. All right, we're good. Another guess. All right, okay. Fun fact, I built this wall behind me, so I guess I'm putting my construction skills to the test right now. Let's hope it doesn't break. Oh, that burns. Here's another guess. Perfect. See, the timer is blue. The work timer is white. So I tried to set it up where my dark shoes are. But the rest timer is blue, and I didn't realize that, so it blends right in. round 6, here we go, past halfway. Only about 15 seconds past halfway, but past halfway nonetheless. Remember to externally rotate our feet. Engage your hips, your glutes, hamstrings. And let's do our best to keep our belly big, lower back against the wall. As we get tired, it gets harder, but this is where you get stronger. Being able to maintain that position while already under fatigue. Holy shit. Round 8, 2 more rounds. Social distancing.
What are you doing?
I'm doing,
The workout?
yeah, through waterproof, that way they can do it with me.
All right. Wait, Tuesdays are your workout?
No, tomorrow. I got one
Oh, yeah,
round.
you're right. I forgot. I was confused for a second.
Last round.
You do you, bro. forgot to do that last part of the timer, so just count in your head. All right, that's all, folks. Peace.